Hello, good morning, everybody, and welcome to the quick shout out, midweek shout out, where Nick and I have come together just to tell you what's happening tonight on our late night show, kicking off at 8 p.m., and tomorrow morning on our weekly breakfast show. As always, we have some great guests lined up for you. Tonight is an absolute whopper. I don't know how we've managed it. I don't know how we're going to manage it, but we've got 5 guests joining us this evening. Beaming in. Five. Joining us in the virtual studio where we're going to be finding out a little bit about their business. They're all award-winning tonight as well. There's a bit of a theme still continuing through award-winning businesses and organisations. So look really forward to welcoming on the show. We'll talk about a little bit more about that in a second, Nick. But how's it going in your neck of the woods? Busy week so far? Good.
It is a busy week. It's a bit of a roller coaster week. Okay, busy week. Lots going on. There was some real optimism, right, in the world of live events. Okay, lots of stuff was coming online, and now it seems like lots of stuff seems to be disappearing. Right, there was massive optimism, and then the optimism has kind of been checked. So it's a busy but difficult week. Still difficult out there. Lovely audience. Be great to hear from you. How are you getting on? Right? Is it everything back to normal? No problem. You know, that pandemic thing wasn't that awful, or are we still riding that dreadful wave? It in my world, mate, it's still very, very tricky.
Yeah, it's funny. I've had a few conversations this week, actually. One of them with a good friend of the show, Aaron Desmond from Networking Essex. And, he's talking to lots of small business owners throughout the county and beyond. And he's saying, there's such positive vibes. People are booming, really, really busy. And I said, that's great, Aaron. I said, you're in this circle of, people that, really pushing, really high achievers and, wanting to make things just work. But there is also another side to it, which I hear and see wearing another hat. And it's challenging for lots of businesses as well. They've been closed up, locked down, pulled from pillar to post, savings gone, so all that negative side, and they've just run out of energy. And I'm not saying they're shutting the doors and pulling the shutters down, but they're feeling a little bit low and let down. That's why the breakfast show and the late night show is great, because you can come along and we're here to inspire. We're here to share stories, and hopefully that positiveness kind of ripples through the camera, through the screen, and out the other side to our viewers and listeners.
Yeah, it's going to be, and as you say, mate, what a whopping show! Who's on this week? How are we going to manage? And who's on?
I don't know. We will manage it because we're great at doing that, Nick. That's what we do. But we do have a big lineup for tonight's show. So this is tonight, Wednesday, the 10th of November, 8 p.m. That's GMT time. Hopefully you've all changed your clocks now and you're back on the right time zone and stuff like that. But joining us in the studio tonight is Charlie Bird from Wuzzos. This is really interesting. Charlie is an award-winning. They make shoes and clothing, typically kind of like boat shoes, yacht shoes and stuff like that. So really interesting to hear Charlie's story. We have Tim Grigsby and Wendy Jenkinson who are joining us, and they are from the Vintage and Classic Car Hire. I've got so many questions I love cars. Tell us about your favorite car and stuff like that. And what's the most expensive one? We have Vincent McAtamney. Hopefully I've got that right, Vincent, who's joining us from Vintech, who's going to be talking about technology and the metaverse. Something we've heard a lot about recently about Facebook. What is the metaverse and what does that mean? What does it mean to me? And finally, we have Caitie Glover joining us from Syper Education as well. So a whopping lineup joining us in the studio for the hour this evening. There we go. Look forward for them joining us and telling us about their stories.
I've already got loads of questions. Loads. I don't know how we're going to squeeze that lot into an hour, mate. I've got loads of questions, and I'm intrigued by what are we going to learn? What are we going to learn from some awesome businesses and lovely audience? It always works best if you join in. Ask some questions. Get stuck in. We'll put your comments on screen. Ask us and our guests some questions. Put them under the microscope. How'd you do that? Did that work? What about this? What about that? And let's get those conversations flowing.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you can use the chat You can drop us an email. You can go via the website, however you want to communicate with us. But we really encourage you, pop it in the chat. Tell us a little bit about yourself. Ask your question. We'll pop it up on the screen. We can put that to our guests live on the show. Not to put them in an awkward or pressurized scenario, but they're all experts at what they do. So they're going to be able to answer any questions that they're asked. And if they can't, they can come back to you with the answer in the future. What about the late night show, Nick? How's that looking? I mean, the early morning show, the breakfast show tomorrow morning. So the late night show tonight, 8 p.m. Breakfast show tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. Who we got?
Another whopping show, mate. So tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. UK time, get your cup of coffee and prepare to be enthralled by our guests. We have Deepamala Abeysekera from Two Way Me, an absolute serial entrepreneur in the tech space. Tech startups in diverse verticals, mate. There's some questions for me to ask. What on earth does that mean? And how do you make that work? So a lot of video on demand ventures that she's been involved in. Some very, very cool looking stuff. And we've also got Carola Becker and Dr. Vikki Barnes coming on to talk about positive well-being and nutrition. Clinical psychologists, nutrition experts. Once again, loads of questions. I get it that the gut is your second brain, but I want to know, how do we treat that much kinder, more healthier, and what do we expect that the outcomes to be if we can do a lot more kind of up here and in our gut. It's not to be missed. Not to be missed.
Yeah, so 2 whopping shows. Don't forget, please subscribe, please like, please share. Press that share button. Let everybody know that we're live tonight and tomorrow morning. The more people that join it, the more communication that takes place, the more people get to pick up the stories, learn from the mistakes and the successes. And that's what our job is about, Nick. It's about just bringing great people and sharing awesome stories. So please do hit that subscribe button, that little bell that reminds you we're going live. Hit that share button, hit that like button, that thumbs up, that love, whatever it is that can help us spread that word.
It's gonna be great, mate. Let's see if tomorrow's the day that we hit 1 million YouTube subscribers. Right, I'll have a look mid-show and let you know if we've hit 1 million subscribers. So, but that does demand a lot of you, quite a lot of you, getting out there and subscribing to the YouTube channel. But I'll update, mate, live on the show if we've hit 1 million subscribers. How about that?
Yeah, fantastic. If we do that, Nick, I'll be here we go. I will do the shuffle truffle for the, if people remember the Goonies, the shuffle truffle in the underpants. All right, that's got to be worth 1 million views. David doing the shuffle truffle in his underpants live on a live stream on one of the breakfast shows or late night shows. So there's the encouragement to hit 1 million views.
I was trying to encourage people, mate, and now what have you done?
People will love it. They will love it. If you want to join us on any future shows, you can go to chatboxproductions.com. You can go join us on the show from the drop-down menu bar. And, of course, all the information is there about who we are, what we do, and why we do it. And, yeah, you can drop us an email, get in touch. You can use all our social channels as well. But we encourage you. Connect with us, join up with us, and share the love.
Is this the week we get the shuffle truffle in your underpants?
I'm going to regret saying this. I know. Right. That's it. That's all we've got time for this morning. Thank you for joining us for the shout out. We'll see you from 8 o'clock tonight. Until then, bye-bye.